Miitopia, the game you've heard of and probably seen some crazy character customizations all over the internet, but you have no idea what it is, what it's about, and why everyone is bothering to spend the time on these crazy characters. What's so good about it? What's with the sudden craze, and is the game worth the hype? Miitopia is an RPG that was released previously on the 3DS back in 2016 in Japan and 2017 for the rest of the world. This game is a spin-off of the game Tomodachi Life, which was a silly, memey game about relationships between your Miis and watching their crazy lives unfold. Inside Tomodachi Life, there was a small mini-game called Tomodachi Quest, which took these pixelated versions of your Miis and made them battle crazy enemies like Dominoes, not the pizza, the game thing, in a turn-based RPG-style game. The developers took this idea and created a fully functioning game with mechanics that are pretty in-depth, or at least more in-depth than what originally meets the eye. You start off creating your own Mii or importing characters that you find around the internet because people online spend far more time than you're willing to on a cool design. In addition to the normal Mii creation screen, Miitopia allows you to add makeup to your already created character. These allow you to add tons of customizations and make basically anything you want. These makeup options aren't just your normal character customization choices. It consists of many different shapes, colors, and sizes to allow the player to make the perfect Mii, from YouTubers to Animal Crossing characters to V-Bucks, because sure, it's all there. The only limitation is your creativity and your precious time, because throwing 95 shapes onto one Mii's face isn't quick. If you do create your own character, make sure you're lining up the makeup with the correct facial features, or your cute dog character will look something like this. It's hilarious though, but the sadness of the eyes really throws your whole design for a freaking loop. Once you're finally satisfied with your character, the story of Miitopia unfolds. An unspeakable evil, aka Dark Lord Sans as I like to call him, appears and steals people's faces. He then takes those faces and throws them on enemies to make his own monsters. Honestly, I don't blame him. The time it takes to make these things, I'm on his side. The townsfolk that the Dark Lord steals faces from can also be customized, so take a trip back to the internet for those customizations. They ask you to return their loved ones' faces because you still have a face, so you're apparently the only one who can go out on this probably super dangerous quest. Once out in the field, you can decide which job you want to take on. This is where you pick what type of role you want to play. DPS, support, tank, pop star, chef. I chose chef, obviously, because, food. Each job has a special role and its own weapons and armor that can be leveled up as you progress through the game. The roles you can choose from each have their own advantages. Warrior concentrates on single enemy damage and team defense, Mage is very DPS, Cleric is your healer, Thief concentrates on AoE or area of effect damage, as well as enemy disruption like stealing bananas, because you'll learn that bananas are super important to Miis. Pop Star, who's party support as well as AoE damage, and my personal favorite, the Chef, whose job it is to heal their team and deal damage. The food is the most important part, obviously. In my very technical, definitely expert Miitopia opinion, a chef is always worth it. As you make your way through the worlds, more jobs become available, and the game allows you to experiment with different roles for each character. This isn't any old, worn-out MMO. You're able to change your class multiple times as you play. The enemies and battles of the game have the same silly feels as games like Undertale and Earthbound. Everything from facial expressions to the moves themselves have a wonderful charm to them. And the fact that you're trying to save faces that you created just adds to the hilarious beauty. Butterflies, funny-faced goblins, and even a rock. All with the eyes and mouths of our townfolk, because rocks need eyes to see, of course. At the end of the stage, your battle team will find an inn. This is where they rest, recoup, and grow their relationship with each other. If you ever wanted to ship an anthropomorphic dog with a human, well, today's your lucky day. Just stick them in the same hotel room and watch their friendship improve, because there's no possible way sticking two people who barely know each other in a room will cause them to hate each other's guts ever. If you get lucky and find some outing tickets, you can improve their relationship even further by having them hang out at various places like coffee shops, beaches, or a fishing spot. You can also check on your team to see if any of your members have interactions available. These will usually include some crazy dialogue to enjoy based on their relationship level. If you've played Tomodachi Life, it's kind of similar to that. While in the inn, you can spend the gold you get from winning battles to purchase new armor and gear for your team that improve their attack and defense. Sometimes your members will ask you for a specific upgrade. Other times, they'll ask for a banana, because it's common knowledge that Miis love bananas. You just have to hope that they'll crave a new weapon and gear rather than the sweet, sweet taste of the delectable yellow fruit. Another way to upgrade stats is to eat grub. You'll find food along your journey. Each food item affects a specific stat for your character. Some characters like certain foods more than others. The meals that a character likes will increase their stat higher than a food that they dislike. So now you're just a straight up babysitter for bratty, picky, upset children trying to figure out who likes what and who likes who, and I swear, this game is fun. I swear. There's also an arcade function, which is definitely not gambling. You can chance your luck at roulette, where you can win prizes like gold or armor, or try your hand at rock, paper, scissors. Always go rock. It always wins, unless it doesn't. This game is a crazy, wacky comic relief. If you're looking for something that requires a little bit of thinking, but also a lot of nonsensical humor, this is your game. It satisfies all the gamer needs of creating strategy and progressing through, but it can also be a really chill game to just throw on and play. What's your favorite thing about Miitopia? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you next time. Bye!